What's happening, folks? Coach Daryl Johnson here. This video is going to be almost like an addendum to a video I shot a little earlier about, when you do content curation, you create haters, and industries have people who, either they aren't performing where they think they should be, so they want to tear down folks they think don't deserve to be successful, whatever. So this is going to be specific to the material I teach on this channel. And this channel is going to be self-protection, health and fitness, and mindset. And I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. Let's take the self-defense part, because that's going to be probably one of the stronger areas, because self-defense is not as represented as health and fitness. It's a huge, global thing. There's thousands and thousands, if not millions of channels. Mindset is you've got tons of people talking about it. So when I start bringing techniques onto this channel, or even philosophies, my main goal, my only goal, is to provide you with information and education to help literally make you harder to kill. That's the whole purpose of the project. This movement we're on is to make you harder to kill by giving you the skills and the tools and the awareness that you need. But I can guarantee you, because I've already had this happen, as I mentioned before in another video, I've been doing video content online since 2008, 2009, so a very long time. And what will inevitably happen is let's say I do a video, it's a headlock, a chokehold, handgun, whatever it is. And there will always be several people who are like, oh, this is the dumbest thing ever. This will never work. This is a great way to get killed. And, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And, I feel bad for his students and all this kind of stuff. And there's two points on this. One is, now, if you see a technique that I teach, and I've been teaching martial arts for a really, really long time, been doing Krav Maga since 2001. If you see a technique that I teach and you think, that isn't the best way to do it, it would behoove you to hey, coach, I saw you teach technique in this XYZ fashion. I believe that doing it in this ABC fashion is better. I am totally open to have those debates. In fact, the Krav Maga techniques that I teach in my academies now, and when I do seminars, and when I have other instructors teaching underneath me, many of them are not the same techniques I learned in my initiation to Krav Maga, because threats change, education changes, the amount of information available changes. So if someone says, hey, this technique I don't think is the best one, the one I do is better in my opinion, well, fine, then have a conversation and explain to me why. One of the things I love about Krav Maga specifically, and other martial arts that are more reality based, is a technique is taught and delivered with very logical, rational points behind it. So if someone asks me, you'll see me doing this on this channel, hey, coach, why do you teach the technique this way? I will be able to break down exactly why I teach a technique a certain way, why maybe I used to teach it a different way, and why I changed my mind. And if you have a better argument, maybe I'll say, you know what? You've made a good point. I see your argument. I think this might be a better way to do it. Or it might be better in certain situations, whatever the case might be. But I'm always going to be open to an actual dialogue. I would call it good faith argument. But what I'm not going to entertain is people who just show up and just drop negativity bombs and go, oh, you suck and you don't know what you're doing. And, it's just low level thinking. I don't get it. So as you go through the channel, whether you're, just on YouTube or the instructional courses I put together for our HTK members, or even if you see me at a seminar or a class teaching something, there will be people who just don't think it's the dumbest thing ever. Oftentimes, just to be contrarian, just to be negative, just to be, cynical, like, oh, that's never going to work. Again, my argument is, if you don't believe a technique that I'm teaching is effective, then provide me with a better example. And I can make a logical, rational determination using evidence. That's kind of how I roll here. So I hope that you find that useful, guys. So if you have, again, if you have a specific technique you want me to address, send me a message and say, hey, coach, 2 years ago I was approached by somebody and he did X, Y, Z, and I didn't know how to defend it. Well, let's have a conversation. My goal with this channel and all the content that I come out with through I Am Harder to Kill, it's all about education, providing tools, providing actionable material. All right, this is Coach Jay. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you haven't already, give me a subscription, like this video. I'll talk to you soon.